Me. Used by a speaker to refer to themselves as the object of a verb or preposition. Not exactly what I expected the definition to be, but I don't know what else it'd be either. Fitting. The question of who am I is one that I think I'll be dealing with my entire life. I mean, I'm always changing, so which one is the true, definitive me? But the thing is, they all are. The me I was last year is just as true as the me I'll be in 43 years. So I find it funny you say you'll start with me when I might not be around much to take it in. I'd beg to differ. The things that previous me's have learned helped turn me into the me I am now, and will continue to help shape the future me's one way or another. So I will tell you what I need to, but not for you, but for the years to come. Man, you think you're deep with this, don't you? I'm not trying to be anything. I'm just saying what I want to say. How others perceive that is their own business, not mine. Fair. What is it you gotta tell me, then? Good luck. Dude, why are you doing that? I'm trying to see the clouds move, and that requires you to keep looking up and down. For whatever reason, I can't actually see them move. It's like looking at the individual frames to a movie. I can watch it just one at a time. Huh, that's weird. Why's that? Dunno. Did you always have to do that? Nope. When did it start? Dunno. Alright. Well, I just wanted to ask, since you look kinda strange sitting by yourself looking up and down. Why don't you join us? Maybe soon. That's what you say every time. I know. Whatever. So you're me from the future? That I am. We get glasses? I call them nerd things. Did we move to Arizona? We did. A lot of stuff happened to us there. Good stuff? Yeah, I'd say so. That's cool. Yeah. Want to hear something even cooler? What? Budokai Tenkaichi 4. No way! Infinite nothing, or limited everything. A question I want you to think about. Not for its answer, no, but for why you came to that answer. What do the two mean to you? I'll come back to you later. When I do, I hope you've come up with an answer. Gozen is in the Z-Defender's training room and has been for nearly 6 hours. Wondering why his friend has been there for so long, Cheesy goes in to see what's up. Yo, Gozen, everything good? You've been here for a while. Yeah. I'm fine, yeah. Really? Why would I not be? I just felt like getting a little more training in is all. An extra 5 hours is a little more? I told you I'm fine. Why are your eyes red? Just from the training. Now you're really in a pickle. How would I know what color your eyes were? Gozen stops what he's doing and lets his arms go limp. He remains still for a few moments before raising his hand to his head. I'm tired. Cheesy walks over to Gozen and puts his own hand on Gozen's shoulder. What's wrong, man? It's them. I can't get them out of my head. I told myself it was just another episode, another moment. But this moment just seems to last forever. I can't do certain things without thinking about them, say certain things, hear certain things, smell certain things, see certain things, think certain things. I can't do anything without thinking about them. The worst part is I feel guilty about all this. What do you mean? I'm guilty that I'm thinking about them. Even though I wouldn't be here without them. Without what they did for me. But I just want them out of my head. Gozen clenches his fist. When will these damn scars just fade away? He punches the wall, nearly breaking a hole through it. Cheesy backs away slightly. I can't even do anything to take my mind off them. No matter what I try, they're still there, either hiding in the back or screaming from the front. So I might as well just keep pushing through until I eventually push them to the back. That way I won't do anything like this. Feeling better? For the time being. Thanks. Anytime. Here's to the things that bring me joy, in honor of the memories they'll give me. Here's to the treasure maps I've made, in honor of the things they help me bury. Here's to my aspirations, in honor of me finding them again. Here's to my imagination, in honor of my dreams. Here's to the scars I've gained, in honor of those I once cherished. Here's to the mistakes I've made, in honor of the lessons that came from them. Here's to the person I am, in honor of the people I'll be. Here's to the family I have, in honor of the sacrifices they've made. Here's to the sunsets, in honor of every new tomorrow. Here's to the present, in honor of the days I've wasted. Here's to December, in honor of what was my happiest day and happiest night. Here's to life, in honor of what was, what could have been, and what will be. Here's to my friends, in honor of the love I have for them. Here's to the next steps, in honor of the days I run. Here's to the growth I've witnessed, in honor of the pride I have. Here's to the mountain bird, in honor of the lives he's changed. Here's to the infinite nothing, in honor of the limited everything. Here's to me, in honor of me. You have rang Larry, the mercenary. How can I help you?
Hey, can we talk? There's a lot on my mind right now.
Medina? Why would we talk? I hate your guts.
I'm not in the mood for this right now, Al. Please. Miss Ramirez is at work and V is also unavailable.
Sure. Come on over.
Thanks.
You could have just knocked, you know.
Is there something wrong with me?
What?
Like, is there something just about me that is fundamentally wrong?
I'm surprised you know how to use that word.
Larry!
Okay, sorry. I don't think so.
Then why is everyone against me? Or if someone isn't, why do they always end up leaving me?
What's causing this exactly?
Everything! I tried to start a new life away from my parents, but whoops! The thing you found in science class is actually an alien parasite who has all sorts of enemies, some of which psycho cannibals. Take care of them, but uh-oh! Now what you thought was your friend secretly hates you because you're you. Oh, but don't worry. You patch things up and are tougher than ever. Oh, but forgot to mention, there are two insanely powerful dictators running around now, and they stole your friend from you, and now we're all slaves to them.
Well,
I mean, you want me dead because we're the same age! But somehow that's not even the lamest reason people can't stand me. For some, it's just that I'm alive at all.
Adina,
So what is it? Was I just cursed at birth to never be happy? To only have tiny moments of not suffering? To be the world's punching bag?
Adina!
What?
Just calm down. Take a breather.
That's not what I need right now. I need something tangible to hold on to as an answer.
I'm not gonna lie to you and say that I can give you one.
Just lie anyway. I need something.
You're fine. Well, based on what you say, there's something wrong with you, but from what I've seen, there isn't, so... You must be decent. Fine. That good enough for you?
I guess it'll do.
It's a start then, right? Whatever is keeping you down will probably fade eventually.
Eventually.
One of, if not my greatest fear, is subconsciously manipulating someone I love. That fear has over time increased. I don't know if I'll ever get over that fear. Time will tell, I suppose. How would you describe your adventure in one sentence? Perfectly ordinary, much like myself.
It was long and perilous, but I made a lot of friends out of it.
A real trip. The best time of my entire life. I was erased from existence, so... worth it. I was gone for a third of it, but I'm pretty sure I was the best one there. Justice called and I answered it. Before I disintegrated. Beneath me, much like everything else. I'll never find him, will I? Turns out I wasn't a Kuotoa. I regret nothing. No one bowed nearly as many times as I should have.
What about you?
Me?
Yeah. How would you describe your adventure?
I'm not sure. It's not over just yet. I've still got at least one last scene. It'll just take a bit before they can handle that much awesomeness. After all, they're still warming up to the fact that I'm the Mr. Swag Cool Guy. That sounds awesome! See, this guy gets it. I think you're forgetting someone. Oh, right. John Nermel Davis, non-mind flare. How would you describe your adventure in a sentence? It both changed and saved my life, and I will be forever thankful I had the heroes that I did. Ah, good, you're back. So, have you come up with an answer? Don't tell me you forgot about my question. Don't worry, I'll be generous and give you a few seconds to answer. Interesting. Wish I could actually hear it. Feel free to write your answer in the comments to the 2 other people that'll get this far. I might be back later. We'll see. But keep the question in mind, and always be open-minded to your answer changing. That's all this is, really. An ever-changing experience. Though, that made me think of a new question. How have you chosen to adapt to the changes? And how will you choose to from now on? Once upon a time, there lived but a humble man named Harold. He had a loving family, good home, and a life he devoted to the great king of the land. But one day, when the great king was simply chillin', his rival, a fierce warlock, visited the great king's kingdom. "Greetings, great king," said the fierce warlock. "I have come with a wager." "What kind of wager?" asked the king. "I noticed that man, Harold, is very devoted to you, but I'd like to bet that I could get him to revoke said devotion," the warlock snarled. "And why, old fiend, would I take you up on this wager?" the king responded. "No balls." "Very well then, warlock. But I have some rules for you," the king declared. "You cannot kill Harold, and if you lose this wager, you cannot come here again. Probably." And with that decree, the great king and fierce warlock shook hands, and their bet was on. For the next few days, the warlock struck Harold with tragedy after tragedy. The warlock had his family killed, his workers and livestock killed, his house foreclosed, his dental plan expired, and gave him COVID-19. Yet, even through all of that, Harold remained steadfast that the great king would help him through these devastations, unaware of what the king has allowed. After days have passed, the warlock returned to the great king's kingdom. "Well, king," the warlock huffed, "it seems you win." "Indeed it does, warlock," the king responded. "Now it is time for you to make your leave. You may have won this little game, but mark my words, I will return one day, one way or another," the warlock exclaimed as he walked away from his once home. And though Harold stayed true to the great king, he lived the rest of his life with the tragedies. Even after all this time, still hard to think that you're gone. You were one of my greatest teachers, even if I didn't realize it until then. Even with all the scars I have, I think this one stands out the most. When things get tough and battles seem unwinnable, I think back to your stories and how they prevailed. How even as they're bloody and bruised and outfit torn, they still smile. It helps me realize that I can too. You were my greatest inspiration. You still are my greatest inspiration. The simplicity of your genius is incomparable in my eyes. I wish I had the honor of meeting you, much like every other pupil of yours. Your legacy will live on for generations. I hope I get to meet you in Otherworld. But until then, I'll always work hard, study well, and eat and sleep plenty. Rest easy, Sensei. A feeling of joy is a flower plucked from the ground. The color, the scent, it's so pretty in my hair. Every day I pluck some flowers as though they grew just for me. A lifetime of peace and nourishment, yanked away in an instant. All for me. All for joy. I need more. I need more joy. I need more happy. Pluck, 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 every day. Pluck, 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 so pretty in my hair. Pluck, 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 you're going to die, and you too. Beneath my feet, a flower stands alone. It beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moment between my fingers. But to what ends? I look in every direction, and the field I stand in. The prosperous field is a barren wasteland. The fruits of my labor, the carnage of my joy. And that is why I've decided I must become the flower. No. Oh, come on! No. Why not? Because fusion isn't some toy. T and I only did it for training in case we ever had to. And why can't we do the same thing? Come on, Gozen, you know that we're better for fusion than you and Ponytail? So Goku and Krillin should fuse rather than Goku and Vegeta? Alright, good point. And what about Astral, or Dark Ice? How would a fusion of you and Dark Ice even work? Why don't we find out? Even if I thought it was a good idea, there's no way you'd manage to convince Dark Ice. Okay, fine, then Astral. He's not even here right now. He's doing time patrol with Huko. Guess that leaves just us. No. Why not? You know the idea of Kaizen sounds awesome to you. Kaizen? Yeah, that'd be your fusion name. Oh yeah, this is sick. Years later, the son of the Great King was walking in the desert with no supplies. During his journey, the fierce warlock visited him. Son of the king, the warlock began, I have come with a wager. I refuse, warlock, said the son. But you have yet to hear of my wager. I do not need to. It is more than certain to be cruel in one way or another. So be it. I'll come again tomorrow when you change your mind, the warlock snarled as he walked away. The next day, the warlock finds the son once again. Son of the king, the warlock repeated, I have come back for my wager. I refuse, said the son. But if you accept, you could have riches beyond your wildest dreams, land that not even the great king could spare, all in exchange for your devotion. I have no need for your riches or lands, much less my devotion unto you. The warlock growled. You are nothing like your father. For once, you speak truth, said the son, before continuing on his journey. Defeated, the warlock returned to his domain. I wanted to thank you, from the bottom of my heart, for all the fun, wacky adventures we've had. Since we met what feels like ages ago, I'd like to believe we've gotten real close, and I would consider you really great friends. So if this is one of the last time we see each other, I just need to tell you that there isn't anything out there that could make me forget my time with you all. I'm gonna really miss you. But it's not a forever goodbye. At least I hope not. I'm sure we'll meet again at some point. So for that, I won't say goodbye. See you later.